Hello and welcome to this receivables management part 2. In my previous video, I've explained what is receivables management and what are the methods of receivables management, practical sums of receivables management, and I also explained formulas used in receivables management. Now, in this video, we'll be discussing two small caselets, you can say practical sum, and we'll find out if company change its collection policy or if company change its cash discount, what is the impact on company's residual income. So in this video we will be finding what is residual income and whether company should change its policy or not. So as you can see in your screen, here is the first problem or case of receivables management. This is a basic which is known as a credit period, or you can say standard problem of receivables management, and after this I'll be discussing cash discount, case study of receivable management if company changes cash discount, but that is the second. The first one is basic problem of receivables management. Now the question is, if Phoenix Limited currently provides 30 days of credit to its customers. So this is known as current average collection period, SAP old. By formula we know it as SAP old 30 days. Its present sales 150 million. This is called old sales 150 million. Company's cost of capital is 14%, which is K. Variable cost to sales ratio, that is V, is 0.7. Phoenix is considering extending its credit period to 60 days. Now company is planning from SAP old 30 days to SAP new 60 days. That means now the new average collection period would be from 30, it will be 60, and because average collection period has increased, the company has liberalized the policy, it will improve the sales. So such an extension is likely to push sales by 12 million. So this is called change in sales, 12 million. Bad debt proportion, that is BN, is already given, which is 6%. Tax rate 30%. What will be the effect on lengthening the credit period on residual income? So our job is to find out what is change in residual income, what is change in RI. So the informations we extract from this case are as like this: SAP old 30 days, sales old 150 million, cost of capital 14%, SAP new, that is new average collection period 60 days, new sales, that is called change in sales 12 million, bad debt 6%, tax 30%, and variable cost is 70%. Now we'll put up these figures into formula and then we'll find out what is the change in residual income. As we have discussed this formula in my previous video, this is basic formula of change in RI, which is called main formula, and as I discussed in my previous video, every time there will be a different formula for change in investment. So as we can see, the formula is change in residual income equals to all informations we have, that is change in sales 1 minus variable cost we have, minus again change in sales into bad debt percentage, that is also we have, 1 minus tax we have, cost of opportunity, that is K we have, and change in I, the formula we have, and we'll put up the figures into formula. And the change in I formula is SAP new minus SAP old, new collection period minus old collection period, into old sales upon 360 plus variable cost multiplied by new average collection period into change in sales, that is new sales divided by 360. Now let's put up these figures into a formula and let's find out what is change in RI. Right, so formulas we have, and now we are first finding out change in investment. So by putting figures into formula, SAP new 60 minus old 30 days multiplied by old sales 150 divided by 360 plus variable cost 0.7 multiplied by new average collection period 60 and multiplied by change in sales 12 divided by 360. By solving this, we get the company has increased blockage of fund, or you can say the company has to make an extra additional investment of 13.986 million because company has changed policy from 30 days to 60 days. In other words, what we can say is company need to manage 13.98 million additional rupees to provide new 30 days of relaxation. The old relaxation was 30 days. Now company is planning to make relaxed policy from 30 to 60, and because of this additional relaxation, company has to incur 13.98 million as additional investment. Now we'll put this final figures into the final formula, and then we'll find out whether company has additional residual income or not. If residual income is positive, we can suggest company can relax from 30 days to 60 days, and if it is negative, we can say company should not relax the policy and company should continue the old policy. This is main formula, and we are putting the final figures into formula. Change in residual income equals to change in sales 12 into contribution, that is 1 minus variable cost, minus change in sales into bad debt percentage, which is given 6%, and 1 minus tax, which is 1 minus 0.3, minus cost of capital 14%, multiplied by its investment, that is change in investment, which is 13.986 million. Now by solving this, we come to the figure of positive 0.066 million, and when we convert into rupees, that is in lakhs, it comes to 66,000 rupees positive. So by relaxing policy from 30 days to 60 days, company ends with 66,000 rupees positive, and so we can suggest company that company can relax the policy from 30 to 60, and it will give positive income of 66,000. So this is first case. We'll go with the second case, and which is the case of giving additional cash discount. This is second case study of receivables management. Let us first discuss the case, and then we'll put up the figures in formulas. The present credit term of Anjum Limited is 1/10 net 30. Now the interpretation is investors, those who are paying cash their bill within 10 days, company will give them 1% cash discount. Its sales, present sales are 12 million, so this is called old sales. Its average collection period is 24 days, that is called ACP old, or you can say the present old collection period 24 days. Variable cost to sales ratio is 0.8 and its cost of fund is 15%. The proportion of sales to customer currently take discount is 0.3. That means old number of customer, right? That means presently 30% of customers are getting or availing the cash discount. Company is considering relaxing its discount term to 210 net 30. That means earlier company was giving 1% cash discount. Now company is planning to give 2% cash discount those who are paying check within 10 days. Because of this relaxation, because of such relaxation, the company has improved sales by 1.2 million. That is, this is the additional sales, reducing the average collection period to 16 days. So SCP knew earlier company was taking 24 days, now it will take only 16 days to collect the fund. And new number of customer who will be receiving cash discount is 0.7. So this is new proportion 0.7, and tax rate is 0.5. our job is to find out what is the residual income of company. If company has changed cash discount policy from 1% to 2%, is it desirable to offer additional cash discount? And if company is offering additional cash discount, what is the increase in the residual income? So let us see the solution on the next part of this video. So as I have explained formulas in my previous video, so this is the original formula of cash period, and we also need to find out change in investment and change in discount. So change in investment formula you can see in the same slide in front of your screen. Change in investment equals to old collection period minus new collection period multiplied by old sales upon 360 minus variable cost into new collection period multiplied by change in sales divided by 360. And we also need to find out change in discount, and then we'll find out what is the residual income. So let's see in the next part how to find out a change in discount. What is a change in discount? Additional discount which company has to give, and what is the additional fund which company has to block because of additional cash discount policy. So this is the formula for change in discount. Change in discount equals to new proportion of customer multiplied by total sales, that is old plus change in sales, multiplied by new discount minus old proportion into old sales into old discount. By putting these figures from the case study which are given in this case, we come to know that the change in discount what earlier company was giving, and now because from 1% to 2% company is giving changing the cash discount, the additional discount which company is giving is 0.1488 millions. This is the additional discount company is giving as compared to previous discount. From 1% to 2%, the additional cases discount is 0.1488 millions. Now the formula for change in investment. So change in investment, the formula is this. By putting these figures into formula, old collection period 24 minus new collection period multiplied by old sales upon 360 minus variable cost into new collection period into change in sales divided by 360, that comes to 0.22176 million. So because company has given additional cash discount, the blockage of a fund, or you can say additional investment which company has to make, is 0.22176 million. Now we have change in discount figure, we have change in investment figure. We'll put it into final residual income formula, and then we'll find out whether this cash discount is giving any benefit to company or not. So this is change in residual income. We have change in sales 1.2, we have contribution 0.2 minus change in discount is 0.1488 millions into 1 minus tax is 0.5 plus cost of capital is given 15% multiplied by change in investment as we found 0.22176 million. So by solving this we have 0.078864 millions, and to convert into lakhs or rupees it comes to 78,864 rupees. So which interprets that because company has changed from 1% to 2% cash discount policy, and by incurring additional cash discount, giving additional expense of cash discount, making additional expense of investment, still the company is in benefit and company is earning 78,000 rupees additional. So it is desirable for a company to offer additional cash discount of 1%, that is changing from 1% to 2%. So these are two small caselets of receivables management. Thank you for the listening and for other details you can visit my YouTube channel and Blogspot. Thank you.